Hey, what is going on guys? This is Tharshey and welcome back to another video on the channel. Today we're going to be having a look at a tier 3 good side commander tier list in Lord of the Rings Rise to War. So hope you guys do enjoy this video, and if you do, please do drop a like, comment and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on those post notifications. Anyway, let's get straight into it. So the first thing we're going to be having a look at is how we're rating these commanders. So obviously they're all on the same level. I mean, they're all the same tier, so rarity is not going to play a part. Instead, we're going to rate them on how good they do in PvP, how good they do in PvE, as well as how good their skills are and how they fare with with very good gear as well as with poorer gear. So those are going to be the criteria, and let's get straight into rating them. So first up we have Aragorn, King of Men, and well, people that have been watching my channel for a while may have seen a couple Aragorn King of Men videos and just seen the most OP Aragorn King of Men they've ever seen. So yeah, that King of Men belonged to KS Maestro, and his Aragorn King of Men was absolutely incredible, smacking commanders left, right and center. So I have definitely seen what a extremely high respect with a whale gear King of Men can do, but I've also seen weaker King of Men's, and the thing is, a lower respect, like let's say you only have him in respect 5 or something, he's just not gonna do well, because Aragorn King of Men, he has a lot of great skills, but in order for him to perform well, you have to make sure you have all his damage skills maxed out, and then you also have to have some of his other skills maxed out, which are just, which are his later game buffs, like or extra damage after round 6, or when units are affected by madness or stun, receive 90% less damage. Those skills do need to be maxed out in order for him to do well. So because of that, I'm going to rate him A tier, not S tier. Now we have, who is this again? I forget. I actually forgot his name, guys. I'm very sorry. Okay, let's move on to Dane 2 Ironfoot instead. So Dane 2 Ironfoot, what do we say about him? Well, obviously he's a dwarven damage commander, so he's going to be, pretty great just from that. His damage commanders are kind of the meta, but they tend to do really, really great. There are still some army buff commanders that would do great, but majority of damage commanders are just absolutely good in PvP. So Dane 2 Ironfoot, amazing in PvP, not as good in PvE. He's kind of like a Gimli, but a higher tier Gimli with some slightly better skills and stuff. So definitely gonna give him see, this S tier is gonna be very hard. I don't want to put everyone there, but I kind of think Dane should go there, because he is a very, very good commander. Anyway, next up we have this guy, Sardan. That's his name. Sardan the Shipwright. So Sardan, I've seen him in battle. I don't think he's that impressive. That being said, I mean, he's a commander that's kind of hard for me to rank, mainly because I haven't seen him really used that much. So I don't really fight him very often. I don't really, see him being used as much, and his skills are kind of limiting, because you have to be playing Linden in order to make full use of his skills, because of his R3 skill, which only affects the Linden's tier 4 units, the Noldor long shots. So I'm gonna rank him. I'm gonna give him, I think I'm gonna give him B tier for now. We may change that. Next up we have Lord Elrond of Rivendell. So Elrond, well, what can we say? He's a damage commander. He can do really great. He's kind of slept on for a while. Like, I know a lot of people who didn't really see him as that good. There were just way better options that they saw. But I've seen some really good Elronds. I've seen them do pretty good. Though obviously those Elronds did have maxed out gear. I haven't seen any poorly geared Elronds. So yeah, but he does do good in PvP. Haven't seen any PvE reports from him, so I can't really comment on that. But I am gonna give him, for now, I'm gonna give him B tier, but I may put him at end of A tier. So yeah, actually, I'm gonna put Sardan at C. If I put Sardan at C, then I can afford to put Elrond B and have this like that. So yeah, and by no means am I saying B is a bad tier. It's just that I don't want to put him in an A tier, but he's, you know, so he may belong there, but he's kind of either at the end of A tier or B tier. Next up we have Galadriel. So Galadriel is a commander I'm very familiar with because she's the only tier 3 I have. And Galadriel, what can I say? She's really good PvE, obviously, because she has a lot of heals and stuff, so PvE, I would rank her S, right? And against bosses, she's great, but when it comes to PvP, she just does not perform the best. Like, I mean, maybe if I had at a much higher respect level, she would do better, because I could have R3 maxed out as well, but I just don't see her doing that great. Like, if I have my Galadriel, you know, level 50, maxed out with the gear she has, and a full stack of Guardians, she still gets kind of wrecked by a lot of people. So I'm not going to give Galadriel A tier, but I'm going to put her into B tier. But again, Galadriel is also really, really good in PvP. Like, I've seen Galadriel just slapping people, but now a lot of people run anti-focus, you know, focus reduction stuff, or they're running commanders with anti-heal, so she just doesn't do that good. So again, like Elrond, they could belong in A tier, but for now, because we have the spots, I'm gonna put them into B tier. Next up we have Gil-galad, and I know Gil-galad was like a hot thing in, you know, season 3 and 4 and stuff, and like everyone thought he was absolutely god tier. The thing is, like, I've never had problems dealing with him because Gimli has Pursuit, so it just ignores his evasion and completely cuts him into pieces. That being said, my Eowyn does not have Pursuit, and yet I always beat, or at least 75% of the time I face a Gil-galad with Eowyn, I come out on top. So Gil-galad is an interesting one. Like, he's obviously a good PvE, good PvP commander. He's not as hyped as he was before, but still pretty good. And I'm gonna put him into B tier as well. But then again, like, these two, at least, nah, he deserves A tier. I think he does deserve A tier because if you do run into an enemy without Pursuit, he still does really well. So, and yeah, I'm gonna put him A tier. It's kind of, I'm kind of not sure where to put it. It's just that I'm putting King Aragorn in A tier, and for him to actually do well at all, you have to have him at super high respect and stuff. Without that, he's just gonna kind of fall apart. But I'm gonna put him into A tier for now. Next we have Gandalf the White. Gandalf the White, pretty good commander actually. He's pretty versatile the way you play him. Does good in PvE, does good in PvP. I mean, I'm gonna put him into B tier after Galadriel. I don't really have problems fighting him. But, I mean, the worst that I've had against him is probably my Eowyn drawing. But besides that, I tend to not have too much of an issue with him. However, he is a pretty strong commander, and I have seen some very good ones, obviously, that do really great, though I haven't fought them personally. Up next, we have Isildur. So Isildur is going to go... He's going to go to A tier. And that's because Isildur absolutely wrecks unless you have Anti-Madness. And I know that's a kind of a big weakness because a lot of people do have Anti-Madness, but if you don't have Anti-Madness and you go up against an Isildur, he's gonna kind of mess you up. Like, I'm actually gonna put him ahead of Gil-galad because Gil-galad, even if you don't have Pursuit, I've still, you know, me and my fellowship, we still don't have that much of an issue with him. We can still fight him. We just throw 2 commanders at him if need be and wipe him out. But Isildur, he'll just make your commander murder himself, so I'm gonna put him into A tier. Next we have the Ghost, you know, the Ghost King, the man, the myth, the legend himself. This is a tough one. I mean, he's very good so long as he has Oathbreakers, but without Oathbreakers, the King of the Dead I mean, I fought him with Oathbreakers and he did really good, like that's A tier worthy, but I've also fought him without Oathbreakers and he just doesn't do that good. But then again, we should be ranking him based on how he does with the, you know, the troop type he should be using, and with that, he honestly deserves an A tier placement. And A tier though, actually no, you know, I'll give him B tier because these two are kind of controversial as well. because Galadriel and King of the Dead could both be and A tier, but I'm gonna put them into B tier for now, and yeah, see how that goes. Radagast, I'm gonna put him in the C tier. Not much I'm gonna say about him besides I haven't actually seen him perform well. Really, I've seen him being used for PvE stuff, like against bosses and stuff like that, taking tiles, but any PvP Radagast I've gone up against, I've not had any issue. However, I'm going to put him above Serdan, because Serdan is obviously, you know, he requires the usage of Noldor long shots. Now we have Thorin Oakenshield. Thorin Oakenshield is a really good damage commander. I'm going to put him ahead. And actually, I'm going to put Aragorn 2 King of Men at the end of this A tier, just because I feel with like even if you have him R5, he's just not going to do that great. So he's going to go to end of A tier. Now Thorin, obviously Thorin Oakenshield is a legend, well, you know, because he does have 3 movies about him. But besides that, in game he's really good. He's a damage comm. He's got amazing skills. He's great for PvP. Not that good PvE, but then again, most damage comms, especially Dwarven damage comms, aren't the greatest PvE. Besides those with the heal skills like Dwalin and Ori and stuff. But yeah, Thorin definitely deserves an A tier placements. Next up we have Thranduil. So Thranduil is going to go to B tier as well, and I'm going to put him, I'm going to put him ahead of Gandalf the White, and maybe, no, you know what, I'm going to put him and Elrond next to each other. So Thranduil, pretty good. He's a damage comm. Seen him do great. Fought against him, not too much of an issue. He's got good skills as well. The Thranduil that I fought against, one was really well geared. That was a draw. I fought against a poorly geared one as well. He still did pretty decent. So I'm going to leave him at B tier. He and Elrond are kind of interchangeable with their placements, but it's fine. Anyway, finally we have Treebeard. He's going to D tier because I have not seen a single Treebeard do well in PvP, at least against me or in any of the reports I've seen in my fellowship chat. And yeah, I just don't think Treebeard is a good PvP comm. Maybe PvE, but I'll say that's about it. So he's going to go to D tier. Anyway, this is my very controversial listing. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. Let me know down below in the comment section if you agree with my tier list. You know, it's kind of wonky. Obviously people are going to disagree, you know, especially if their favorite comm is ranked slightly low. But I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please do drop a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next video.